Good Friday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this February 19th. It's already a little windy out there this morning. You're going to get, just a little bit blown around today, but it's good that it's a warm wind. In fact, looking at some of the Kentucky Mesonet temperatures right now at 4:27 a.m., we've got almost 50 degrees in Metcalfe County over toward Edmonton. 52 right now in Bowling Green. We have 49 over in Logan County near Russellville. 50 in Litchfield up in Grayson County at the Mesonet site there. And I'm seeing low to mid-50s back into western Kentucky. It's a warm front that is passing through the area this morning, and it's ginning up the winds a bit. In fact, I can look at some wind gusts here, and let's see where we stand. Everything's coming out of the south at, say, 15 to 20, with some higher gusts of 20 to 30 back into far western Kentucky. So that's kind of what you can expect all day today. A wind advisory is in effect for the entire area throughout the day. We're going to find even some wind gusts of 40 miles per hour. Now, you got to keep in mind, not only could it blow around some lawn furniture or your trash can or trampoline, any outdoor objects that are not weighted down or in the ground could come out or move around. And keep in mind also that the ground is very soggy from all the snow and the rain that we've had of recent. And that means if you have a small tree that's not very well rooted, maybe you just planted it or something, it's likely to topple over. And certainly some tree branches could come down with those kind of winds. It's just going to be that way all day. It doesn't mean we're going to get any severe weather. It doesn't mean anything like that. It's just we've got a very strong pressure gradient, and I explained that on my social media pages yesterday. If you look at that map, it's a deep low pressure system to the northwest, a rather strong high pressure system to our east, and the pressure difference between the two is what's causing all the winds. But as I mentioned, they are warmer winds, so you don't have to worry about it feeling chilly out there this morning because temperatures are in the 50s even at this hour. Feels good, too. All right, let's look at the numbers from your Thursday. 57 was the official high temperature yesterday in Bowling Green. That happened around 4:30 at the Bowling Green Airport. 51 is the average high, so we were 6 degrees above average. 24 was our low. That was early yesterday morning. 30 is the average, so we were 6 degrees below average. And as far as a year ago, we had a high of 26 and a low of 3 back in 2015, but we also had 2 inches of snow on the ground, so it was pretty cold a year ago today. No precipitation here for the past 24 hours. Today, as far as any precipitation, maybe rain showers coming in this evening. But today, excuse me just a second, let me get a drink of coffee here. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. This early in the morning, if I didn't have coffee, I don't know what I'd do. Anyway, today, windy and warm with that wind advisory in effect. Increasing clouds as we go through the day. Now, we'll start mainly sunny this morning, but then clouds will be on the increase. 69. Yeah, we could hit 70. Some places could hit 70. But we'll say 69, kind of rounding it off there. Southwest winds at 20 to 40 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy, mild. There's just a slight chance that some of you could see a shower, especially along and east of I-65. but it will be rain because we're only going to get down to 53. And then for Saturday, mix of sun and clouds, continued warm, 68, not as windy tomorrow. There is, though, a 40% chance of a shower coming in for Saturday evening. And then showers likely on Sunday, 70% chance. And there could even be a few rumbles of thunder. Now, we're not calling for severe weather or anything like that. Just there could be a few thunderstorms with the rain on Sunday. Still warm with a high of 65. Now, a cold front is going to pass through the area Sunday night into early Monday. That is going to bring down the temperatures, not colder, but cooler. A high of 53, mainly cloudy on Monday, but rain-free. Now, the Tuesday, Wednesday forecast that we had been talking about for the last several days, and honestly got really blown up on social media in some cases as far as this was going to be the next big snowstorm. No, not for us anyway. I mean, it could become a deal up the East Coast, maybe the Mid-Atlantic, but for us, no. Tuesday, 30% chance of mainly rain with a high at 51, a low of 35. 35, which means things are trending a little bit warmer with the last couple of computer model runs, and it doesn't appear that we're going to see, if any, snow mixing in with the rain. Wednesday, just a 20% chance of mainly rain early with a high at 46 and a low of 34 as that Gulf Coast low then passes through the East Coast. It's going to be too far away, it appears, to really have a big effect on our weather, so we're just calling for mainly rain, and we've warmed it up a few degrees. I don't think we are going to really have to worry about any snow with that one. Thursday, we go back to mostly sunny skies and 47, just a few degrees below average, but then it does appear that we're eventually going to warm back up after that. So, at first we were looking at that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday time period as turning maybe a little bit colder and some rain and snow mixed. Now it just appears that we're trending a little warmer, and although it's going to get cooler than 60s, but the snow chances have gone way down based on the latest information. So maybe we don't have to deal with that for a while. I would like to say maybe for the rest of the season, but it's way too soon. Way too soon to say that we're not going to have any more snow for the winter season or even early spring. It's happened before, as I mentioned yesterday, last year, 1st of March, right at the beginning. Yeah, we all remember. All right, that's going to do it. Get out and enjoy this weekend weather. Now, we'll caution you with all the wind, the wind advisory and all that. If you're like me, and it's easy to catch something blowing in the wind, and then your sinuses get all messed up, and you get clogged up, and your ears clog up, and all that. I mean, all it takes is just a little bit of wind in the air, and then I'm done. So even though I want to get outside and enjoy the almost 70-degree weather, I am going to try to avoid being outside for any length of time, because this is exactly the time of year when the wind blows like this and it's warm outside, I usually catch something. Sinusitis, bronchitis, whatever. So if you're like me, just a word of caution. It's going to be tempting to get out there and get out in it, but with the wind today, you may just want to avoid it. With the winds relaxing a little bit on Saturday, you may, it may be okay for a little bit. Just only if you're like me and you have to deal with those sort of things. Just from experience, okay? Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for listening. God bless. know the weather before it knows you. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, 11 a.m. on midday, streaming live to the WBKO app and WBKO.com. Then later today, join me for the Chris Allen Radio Show at Classic Hits, Sam 100.7 FM, between 3 and 7 o'clock.